Hello everyone. Welcome to or back to my channel. My name's Ashley, or Ash Makes here on YouTube. And I just want to make a little sit down video today. I wanted to make something that I didn't really have time to film like a proper video this week. I really want to put something out, so I'm gonna make a little sit down video and you're gonna crochet with me. You're gonna work on a project with me as we chit chat and yeah, get to hang out with each other. I am currently working on a vest. I think I'm almost done with I think this is the back panel. And I'm almost done with the back panel. And then I think I'm gonna work on the little like sleeves part, and then I'll work on the front. I really want to get this done in the next not even 2 weeks at this point. It's like a week and a half. So I need to start working on it. But luckily, I will give you a little preview on this week's video that I'm planning on filming. Is gonna be like a how much can I crochet in a week video. I just really want an excuse to sit down and crochet all week, and also I'm working on some projects for my trip. I think I've said it a couple times in videos, but I'm going to Europe in about a week and a half. Like 2 weeks, I guess. A little under 2 weeks. And I really wanted to make some stuff for the trip, but things have come up and we've been doing a lot of other traveling, so we just haven't had time to like sit and like really do this. But for the next like 2 weeks, I don't really have that many plans, and so I'm gonna plan on, besides like work and whatnot, I plan on just crocheting as much as possible. I kind of jumped right in to the video. Let me start off after all of that to say, how are you guys? How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. And also, make sure you have a nice cup of water, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. Just sit down, relax, and grab your crochet project, whatever you're working on right now, and just come hang out. I love these kinds of videos every time I watch them because I just love having an excuse to just crochet, and this is perfect, you know, just to sit down and hang out and just crochet with me. Whatever you're working on right now, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know. Any tapestry work, or you know, market prep maybe, or just some clothes that you're planning on making. Just let me know what you're thinking of making. What are you making right now? Fall is well on its way. It's beginning of August, so fall will be here before we know it, and I'm sad that I haven't worked on a cardigan yet because I haven't done one yet and I really want to, but I'm so focused on this right now that I can't do literally anything else. So I need to take a project with me overseas, and maybe I'll begin working on like a granny square cardigan or something. But yeah, fall is on its way and I'm super excited. I'm so excited for fall this year. I know everyone always is. I just really like love having an excuse to sit outside, and when it's so hot outside, it's just hard to commit to going outside. Like, I think about it all the time. Like, we live pretty easily accessible places by bike. Like, I can usually bike to places around me, but it's just so hot that it's just too much. It's just too much, and I don't want to like be super sweaty by the time I get to wherever I'm going, and then also to sit outside, it's hot and it's humid. I live in the south, so it's just like really, I mean, it's humid in a lot of places, but it's humid. We went on a little bike ride this morning to a local coffee shop, and We rode our bikes and it was pretty nice actually. I think this morning wasn't very humid and it was pretty windy, so it felt like really nice. And then that got me all excited for fall, and I'm just getting really excited for the fall weather to start, even though again I live in the south and sometimes our fall weather doesn't start for a while. I will say though, I feel like we've had pretty good weather this summer so far. I don't feel like it's been outrageously hot. Like sometimes it's so hot you don't even want to like even think about going outside, but I feel like it's not been like that. I feel like it's been pretty mild compared to other years that I've lived here. I can pop up this crochet pattern also that I'm working on because I got it from Etsy. And so far it's been like pretty easy to read. I'm getting a little nervous about the sleeves part because I'm just gonna have to like look over the pattern again and make sure that I know what I'm doing, because I've never done something like this. This is my first like real wearable. I attempted to make something a while back. It's actually sitting right here. I attempted to make like it's like a little shirt. It was gonna have a collar right here, and then I was working on the sleeves and whatnot. I stopped working on it, one, because it's worked up with cotton, which is fine, but the cotton I used is like kind of heavy. So it's like pretty heavy. And also I made it just insanely too small. Like it does not fit well. And it just sucks because I worked like pretty hard on this. Maybe I'll finish it one day and give it to somebody who it might fit. It's just not gonna fit me, unfortunately. But I got this. This is a free pattern on YouTube. I just searched like tops, crochet tops or something, and this was one of them. And I was like, oh, that's so cute, I want to make it. But because of it being a YouTube tutorial and not like a written pattern, I don't know if she had a written pattern. She might have. I just didn't look for it. But I feel like when you get a pattern off of YouTube, sometimes it's a little hard to know like what size you need to make for yourself. I just get like a little confused, and sometimes in my head I'm like, I can just make the size that they're making. I don't know why I think that. I am not a small anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I do that thing, I do this like pretty often where I used to wear a small and I was like pretty consistently a small. Oh my gosh, my hair is way too tight. I was pretty consistently a small for a while, and I'm now venturing into medium territory, and especially to be like comfortable, I need to wear a medium. Like I can still wear a small, it's just like a little tight, a little uncomfortable, but I can still wear them. But medium is like the oh, I can breathe. It doesn't feel like it's suffocating me. It doesn't feel like I am gonna have to like fight to get it off because it's just so tight. So medium is like pretty much the size I need to start making in clothes. Also, I like my clothes to be a little looser in general, especially like stuff that I'm gonna be wearing that I've made, because I want, oh, I'm all tangled up. I want it to like kind of lay off of my body a little bit, not just like be suction cup to me. So I need to make mediums. So if I remake that, I'll try to remake it in a medium. I just also don't, it was just a long project, and obviously I got pretty burnt out on it and I didn't finish it, so probably will never finish it, and if I do, I'm just gonna give it away. Have you guys ever done that? Have you ever started on a wearable or started on something and then you just kind of like didn't want to finish it because you were like, actually this isn't what I wanted, or actually it's not gonna fit me. And what I should do is go in and take apart the whole thing, because that's such a waste of yarn that I could just use to remake it or make another project. But it's so far gone that I just feel like I'm gonna finish it and just give it away. I can't wait to be able to like officially start trying this on. I think it's gonna be so cool. I already started, this is like a much nicer yarn. I went to like a yarn store near me, not just like a hobby store, you know, like Hobby Lobby, Craft, Michael's or Joann's. I went to like an actual yarn store, and this was not cheap yarn, and I had to go back and get more of the green because I didn't realize I was definitely not gonna have enough of the green to finish it, especially because the green is used for the ribbing. So all of this is the green, the sleeves are gonna be all the green, and then I think there's a neckline with some green ribbing. So I don't know why I thought I would get away with only getting one ball of that yarn, but I had to go back and get more, and so this is gonna be a pretty expensive little vest at the end, and so I want to finish this one up for sure. But I also started making this exact same vest in black and white with yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby, which was so much more inexpensive, but it's like more of a heavier yarn because this is just like a really nice and light yarn. It's really airy, whereas like the other yarn is just like a little bit heavier. So I might still finish that one eventually, but I really love this color. And I didn't realize this, but I don't really listen to the new Charlie XCX. I've heard obviously like some of the songs and like seen the dances and everything online, but I haven't really listened to it. I'm not like not into the music, I'm just like haven't listened to it. And I showed this to somebody the other day who is a huge Charlie XCX fan, and she was like, oh my gosh, that looks just like the colors for Brat. And I was like, oh, or the color, the green is the color of the Brat album. So I am unknowingly making a Brat themed vest. If anybody says anything about it, it's just gonna be funny, because I also accidentally bought a Taylor Swift hoodie, or not hoodie but sweatshirt one time. Completely had no idea that it was Taylor Swift. I don't listen to Taylor Swift personally. I don't have anything against her music. I think she's a great artist. I just personally do not listen to her music. And I went to a like market one time and it was kind of cold outside, so I was gonna I didn't really have any sweatshirts I wanted to wear, and so at the market they had this sweatshirt in a $5 bin, and so I bought it and wore it out, and immediately somebody was like, is that a Taylor Swift sweatshirt? And I was like, I don't know, is it? And they were like, yeah, that's a Taylor Swift song. And I was like, I had no, it was in a $5 bin at a market I went to, and it's because I don't know Taylor Swift songs, it's like a pretty popular song. It's All Too Well, I think is the name of the song. But I unknowingly bought a Taylor Swift sweatshirt, and now all of my friends are like, every time they see me, they're like, I can't believe you own that. They're like, you don't even like Taylor Swift. I'm like, I do not like her, I just don't listen to her music. But also I'm probably gonna give it away eventually, because I feel like if somebody were to come up to me and like try to relate to me about Taylor Swift, I'd have to be like, I accidentally bought this. Like, I genuinely didn't mean to buy a Taylor Swift sweatshirt. It was $5 and it was in a bin, and it's a cute little sweatshirt. But I think eventually I'm just gonna give it to one of my friends who really love her, just so they can have it, and I'm not in that spot where if somebody comes up and they're like, oh my god, I love Taylor Swift, what's your favorite? I'll be like, I don't know. I don't even know this song. Everybody said I should like at least watch the 10-minute music video for All Too Well, so I know that song, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not into her music. So if somebody ever comes up to me and tries to relate to me with Charlie XCX because I have something that's like kind of Brat colored, I'll be like, I don't know any of her music. Sorry. So yeah, I am planning on starting a YouTube video. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But I want it to be like a pretty big video. It's gonna be like the whole week of crochet, and I'm gonna be preparing for my trip. Ooh, sorry, I need to take a sip of water. I'm gonna be preparing for my trip to Europe. I want to make a couple more like tops. I thought about trying to make some shorts, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna pass on that for right now. I kind of want to sew a top. I don't know why I'm so like into the tops right now, and I don't really have any bottoms. Like I have a bunch of skirts I'm gonna wear, and I have a couple pairs of shorts. I'm just trying not to dress like American, I guess, you know, the athleisure style going out. I want to be able to dress like really comfy but still cute. So I'm thrifting a bunch right now, and I'm kind of testing out outfits throughout the week to see what I want to bring, because I'm also trying to decide if I want to bring like a carry-on or if I want to check a bag. But I really want to bring a carry-on just because it's small, and also I'm just so scared of my bag getting lost, and my boyfriend keeps trying to reassure me that we don't have a connection anywhere. Like we're just going straight from where we like first fly out straight to Amsterdam, and so the chances of my bag getting lost are very low, but I'm still nervous about it because I literally was on a flight recently and they took our bags at the beginning of, like right when we got on the flight, they took everybody's bags, and then at the end of the flight my boyfriend had to go into the airport, and so I was like waiting to grab his bag, and I couldn't remember what his looked like, so I was just standing there while there was this one bag just kind of sitting in front of me. But there were like 3 people whose bags didn't make it on the plane, and they literally loaded them as we were walking on. Like they told us to leave them at the like where you get into the plane, and then they loaded them in, and somehow like 3 bags got lost. And it was a really short flight. Like we flew from Chattanooga to Charlotte, which was like 30 minutes of flying, and somehow on that small plane the 3 bags got lost in I don't even know where. I just think it's crazy. I just don't trust it. Also, I don't personally want to wait for my bag to come out, so if I can fit everything in a carry-on, I'm really gonna try to. I guess it just depends on how much I pack. And I also just need to keep in mind, like, I think everywhere we're going, we have Airbnbs already set up, and I think all of them have a laundry in them. So I could just wash some clothes and just rewear if I need to. I don't know. Have you guys ever bought like really nice yarn from a yarn store? I was really nervous going into this one place really close to me. It's like the only yarn store we have besides, you know, like the craft stores. Like we have a Joann, we have Hobby Lobby, we have Michaels. I personally am not a Michaels fan of yarn. I don't ever get yarn from Michaels. Ever. I have a couple things of yarn from Michaels, and I've literally never used them. I really like Joann's because they have, you know, Lion's brand and, you know, different brands of yarn, whereas the Michaels near me is just the loops and thread, and I just am not a big fan of loops and thread. I do like Hobby Lobby's yarn. I just bought some Hobby Lobby yarn yesterday to make a top. And Joann's is kind of out of the way for me, so I don't really go there that often anymore. But we have one yarn store near me, and I went to it to get this yarn. I was looking for DK weight yarn because that's what this calls for. And the only DK weight yarn around me is at Hobby Lobby, and it's like that heavier yarn. So I just wanted to see if they had something that was like semi-decent, that wasn't too expensive, but I ended up getting something a little bit more expensive just because I really like the color. And the other colors in the lesser expensive one just weren't as vibrant as I wanted. But also, at the end of the day, like, the skein for the cheaper one was smaller, so I would have ended up having to spend about the same anyways just to get enough yarn for the project. But yeah, it's pretty intimidating going in a yarn store. Like, sometimes I don't really know. I need to stop going when I don't have a project in mind, or if I'm just like not really sure what I'm going to be working on next, because I just don't know what I want, and I'm just looking at everything being like, I don't know, maybe I'll use this, maybe, but it's kind of expensive and I don't really want to buy it. I wish we had like one more yarn store also, just to have a variety, because the yarn store that I go to is in like this mall near me that's just dying. The mall is just kind of sad on the inside. Do you guys hear that? I have a very, very asleep kitty in front of me right now. My cat is like right here on a footstool, and he's so asleep. He's breathing so heavy. I hope you can hear that because it's really funny. I need to measure this. It has to be he's so asleep. Where's my phone? Oh. I'm trying not to wake him up. I have to look at my pattern because I don't remember how long it's supposed to be until I stop. Okay. Okay. I keep thinking I'm like, should I stretch it? It's supposed to be like a certain like width, but I don't know if I should stretch it or not. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to like do this. Oh, kitty's awake. I think I'm gonna say that's long enough. It's supposed to be 15 inches tall, and when I stretch it a little bit, it does come out to that. So I'm gonna call it there. I think that's a good, yeah, that's perfect. And then I'll shape the armholes. Nice. That might take some thought processing, so I'm just gonna not do that right now, but let's kind of wrap this up. It's been about 30 minutes. I don't know what I've been talking about. I'm sorry. I feel like I've just kind of been rambling. Yeah. I'm really excited for this upcoming week's video. I'm excited to start on it. I tried to film a video this past week, and it was going to be like tapestry crochet. It did not work out. I did make 2 tapestries, and maybe I'll include like a little snippet of that, because I did make 2 just small ones, but then I'm working on like a bigger tapestry, and I'm on like row 35 or something out of 80 something rows. And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to get this done. It's like wide too. Like the length is about 85 rows, but then like the width is kind of long. So I don't know why I thought I could finish it at the end of this week when I'm still working and I had other things to do. So I just did not have time to finish it, and so it's not going to be a video. But like I said, maybe I'll include like a couple snippets of me making the other 2 tapestries. Tapestry crochet is like, it's really easy and like kind of mindless Actually, no, not mindless, because you do have to count. Like, you do have to make sure you're counting your color changes, because I definitely won't sometimes, and then I'll miss a stitch or something, and then I'll have to like frog it a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Tapestry crochet is just something that will just take me forever to do. I'm not very fast at it. I'm not very fast in general at crochet. I'm pretty slow. I don't think I'll ever like be fast. The other night I was trying to like crochet this while not really looking at it. Like, I kept filling the hole just to see if I could do it, because I always see the video of Passionate Kelsey, or videos of Passionate Kelsey, when she's she's like crocheting without looking at it, and I'm always like, that's crazy. Like, I could never. I feel like I would miss so many stitches, and this is like a big stitch, like a pretty big hole to go to, and sometimes she's doing it in like just regular stitches. I'm pretty amazed. It's pretty baffling, but I don't think I'll ever be there. But all that to be said, tapestry crochet is just something I will never do quickly, and unless I'm doing really small projects, I probably will never include them in videos, because there will never be an end to the video. Like, if they're too big, I'm not gonna be able to make them in one video unless I do it over a month or something, and then, you know, the tapestry I've been working on for like a month or something. I don't know. Anyways, I am gonna continue working on this. You'll definitely see this project again. I am definitely gonna be including this in my video next week, which you will see what it is later, but I'm excited to keep working on this. I'm excited to see the finished product. I think once I get the arms figured out, the rest of it will go pretty quickly, I hope. Because it's just a granny stitch. It's really not that hard of a stitch. It's just time consuming, because I was just trying to make sure that I'm getting everything correct. But once I'm like over the hump and like get onto the front panel, I think I will feel better about this. But I'm gonna end this video here, because I'm kind of rambling and I don't know what I've been talking about. But I really want to start on next week's video, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but very soon, obviously in the next couple days. But I just wanted to film this so I have something to put out this week and get to chit chat with you guys, and also say thank you so much to everyone who's here, to everyone that has subscribed to me recently. My last video did a lot better than I thought, which is pretty awesome and pretty insane, and I've made it to over 100 subscribers, and because I've always wanted to do YouTube. I've always wanted to do it. I mean, I've been watching YouTube since like it came out pretty much, and so I don't know why it took me so long to finally do it, but just finally getting on YouTube and like doing this has been so fun. It's so fun to make videos, and so fun to watch my videos back and see like progress of things, and it's just really fun. But also it's so much fun to interact with people, or have people who say like, you know, your videos were a good background for me to crochet to, or you motivated me to start back on a project, or literally anything. All the comments are so well received, and I'm so appreciative of anyone and everyone who watches my videos right now. It's so cool to see how, you know, the beginning of this year I had maybe 5 subscribers, and now I have over 100 subscribers, and that's really cool, and I can't wait for my next milestone, whatever that is. I feel like no matter what, every number is a milestone. My camera cut off. I don't know why, but probably a good indicator to quit filming, to stop right here. But again, thank you so much to anyone and everyone who's been watching my videos, anyone who's been subscribing to me and leaving comments and thumbs up and just anything. It's been so amazing. Thank you so much for being here if you are. Thank you for watching my videos. and subscribing if you are. It's so very much appreciated. I wanted to do a giveaway, but I don't personally know how to do that right now, so maybe eventually, I don't know what's going on with this hair right here. Maybe eventually I will get to being able to do one, but just right now I don't think I'm going to. But I really wanted to. I just thought it would be so cool to like make something for somebody and be able to give it to them, but maybe a little bit further down the line. But anyways, I am gonna end it here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, week, day, whatever, whenever you're watching this. And definitely look for next week's video because it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really exciting. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye.